Hey there, Chris Tedesco, shush, mute, endorsee, Los Angeles trumpet player and multi-brass instrumentalist in my studio. And I'm going to do a quick tour of my instruments and the shush warm-up practice mutes, and also the one mute that you can use, actually two mutes, is the whisper mute for the trumpet and also the straight mute for the trumpet. So straight up trumpet sounds the way it sounds, horrible for anybody around you that hears it warming up. Open trumpet, loud, right? So the yellow shush mute, practice mute for trumpet. Great on pitch, not a lot of back pressure, can do the same thing like this. So, as you heard me go up to a high C up there, not a lot of back pressure, and the mute's great because it doesn't change the pitch, and the blow is not that different when you pull it out, so you can warm up around people and it doesn't mess you up like other practice mutes. So that's the straight up practice mute for the trumpet, yellow on the bottom of it. The next mute I have for the trumpet is the gold whisper mute, and you're going to hear the difference of that right now. Applicable for live situations or recording situations when you want a different sound. So you can see that's much louder than the practice mute. Golden color, that's the shush whisper mute. Okay, so trumpet-wise, the next thing I move to is my piccolo trumpet. And yes, shush does make a piccolo trumpet practice mute. And why not? Because if you're playing this and warming this up in an orchestra, getting ready to play one of those pieces, piccolo trumpet's brutal. So check it out. Regular piccolo trumpet sounds like this. So here's the practice mute, shush, tiny, yellow in color on the front. So much easier to warm that up with that for the piccolo trumpet. So that's the trumpet family. Next up I have is my Flugelhorn, which by itself is not that bad to listen to warm up, but shush does make a Flugelhorn mute. Right? So the Flugelhorn warm-up mute. This one's black on the bottom. Flugelhorn is black. So I can go down to the bottom of the horn on the Flugelhorn and it doesn't back up. Next up in the family is my French horn. I play a B-flat French horn. And why do we need a practice mute for French horn? Same reason you need for all the other ones. Nobody wants to hear these things warming up when you're around people. So here's the open French horn. We know what it sounds like. Okay, French horn, blue on the bottom, big cork on the top. Lick it, put it in. No change in the back pressure, no change in the pitch. Put it on your knee. right there like that. French horn goes right in like that. Blue, French horn shush mute. Incredible for warming up around people. Next up in the family of brass I do over here is B-flat valve trombone. Much easier for me as a trumpet player to play the valve trombone instead of a slide. I do have a slide for effects, but I do this. And so we have the mute over here, which is red on the bottom. Fits any trombone bell, not bass trombone. I don't have a bass trombone, but the red one is for regular tenor trombone. And of course, we know what a trombone sounds like when you warm up. Why do you want to use this? People around you are much happier when you're not blowing a brass instrument around their heads. So, trombone, shush, red. Okay, lick it, put it in. Sticks real quick. So it doesn't change the blow, doesn't change the pitch, doesn't do anything but allow me to warm up around others without bothering them. I use them in my studio as well because my ears, after all these years of playing all these instruments, needs a break. So I actually use these all in my studio as well to warm up with, to save my ears. So to summarize it up, shush mutes, greatest practice mutes, warm-up mutes made. Plastic, cork, doesn't change the back pressure too much, doesn't mess with your chops if you use them all the time, doesn't mess with the pitch, and keeps everybody really happy around you when you use these and are not blowing these brass instruments in your ears. And highly recommended. And the Bremner family, Fraser and the whole family are just terrific. And I know that you're going to like these, and get them for all your brass instruments. If you just play trumpet, flugelhorn, and piccolo trumpet. If you're a French horn, get the French horn one. Trombone, if you play trombone and bass trombone, get both of those. I know that you'll be happy. And signing off from Los Angeles, Chris Tedesco, shush, mute in Dorsey.